I've been sent a set of second-hand golf clubs and I have no idea what's in here. Hi everyone, my name is James Robinson and welcome back to this YouTube channel. Welcome to the Mystery Box Challenge. The guys at Golf Clubs for Cash have sent me, well, as you can see, 2 boxes today, and I can't quite believe this is the first time they've had to put it in 2 boxes, so it must be good. Let's start with heavy or light box first, Bobby? Heavy. We always go heavy first, don't we? Oops. Let's see exactly what we've got. Guys, can we break apart on the front 9 here at Woolly Park Golf Club with these mystery clubs? Ooh, dynamic gold. It's not a bad start. Oh my lord, look at them. You know what? I've actually reviewed quite a lot of Wilson clubs this year and I've really enjoyed them, so I'm looking forward to that. Wilson Forge V6. These would set you back. We'll tell you a little bit later on in the video. Right, they're the irons. There's some more stuff in here. Oh, nearly got it. Look at that. I think they've tried to properly stitch me up here. Do you remember those? That might be a bit of a beast today, actually. It's running really firm. Ooh, Andrew, whoever that is. Can we say that? I don't know if we can say that. Come on, we might have to beep that out. Oh yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So that's kind of the lower end of the bag and the irons. When it comes to what's in the top end of the bag, what we're saying, I think it's a matching driver, probably. Guys, we're going to talk through exactly just how much all this would set you back as we go through the video. Oh, look at 7 wood! Oh, buzzing. That brings back so many memories. You've got a good 3 wood, a good old 7 wood. They've gone proper. I knew it. It's a Grafaloy Pro Launch shaft as well. You know what? This set here wouldn't set you back a lot of money. I'll tell you now. We will exactly go into what it's going to cost. But let's go on the first tee and see what we can score here at Woolly Park Golf Club. I absolutely love mornings like this. Fresh dew on the ground. We are the first on the tee sheet. I'm gonna kind of go this one. I'm gonna hurdle this one early. We're reviewing the new Titleist driver later today as well. It's under embargo, but everyone knows it's coming, so I don't need to worry too much. Right, should we go a cheeky little 4-iron off this first tee? So these, of course, are the Wilson Forge V6 irons, and I think looking at these dynamic gold X100s, I believe the price would be on. Where would it be? The 6? The 6. These would set you back just £257. The grips look pretty new as well. Full Golf Pride's on there. What more do you want, realistically, from your money? 7:10, Bobby. We're absolutely flying, aren't we, this morning? So the Mystery Box Challenge did have a little bit of a sabbatical last month and the month before. I tried to use the clubs my dad bought, the second-hand ones, as a mystery box. It didn't work very well, as you can imagine. So we might well try that again sometime in the future. Look at that for a club head, Bobby. Look at that. That could be any modern day club head, couldn't it, with that offset and that blade length. We haven't had a practice swing, but we have had a coffee. Anything around level par I always think is good in this challenge. That's a rickety golf swing this morning. Oh my lord, that felt incredible. This could end up being very, very good today, because that turf interaction, it's going in the bunker. That's gone so far. I'm buzzing with that. You're always the bearer of bad news, Bobby, aren't you? I'm there buzzing my absolute off, and you're in the bunker. How do you feel now? How do you feel now? Hey? See, you've just got to believe, Bobby. That's all you've got to do. You've got to believe. And the lads have moved that flag, because that flag was tucked away awfully. And now it's in a lovely little position. 135. 140 playing 135. Feels like a long way that, but we are off the beaten track somewhat. Pitching wedge. Down to, it's not lying amazingly, is it? Middle of the green, don't make any mistakes, and let that old school ping do the damage. The only thing we've been out early in it, the boys are grafting. Should move left off the lie. How is that fading? Well, tell me how that's fading. I mean, well, that's exactly where that pin position was as well. Boys, you've robbed me. Struck that delightful. These irons feel so soft. For shy of £250, that's why I absolutely love this challenge. Love it. Bargains. Right, so that is a mist green, minor detail, but we have a lovely little raw Mizuno wedge here, and this would set you back with a KBS C-Taper light shaft in 52 quid. 52 quid, and the putter is 53 quid. So like, I bet you'd get those for 100, you know, if you were like, come on, just do us a bit. And that's your short game sorted really, isn't it? 58 degree, nice ping, I'll let you hold that, baby. Nice little ping putter. Because technology hasn't really moved on. You could say, especially with like the grooves on the wedges maybe, but really couldn't have played that much better if I tried. Certainly couldn't have played it better with a more expensive wedge. That's delightful, that. T20. Just a fairly new one, that, T20. New ones are the T22s, aren't they? But very, very happy with that. I'm very happy with the par on the opening hole. It's not even 7:30 AM yet and we're on it. Right, we have a plethora of clubs to go at here. We actually have a 3-iron in the set as well, so included in that 250 odd pounds. Do I go that off here? You can see we've actually got some tungsten weighting in the toe and the heel of the long irons on these as well, so there's loads of tech in them. And the 3-iron's like new as well. That's not even been in someone's bag, that's just been like in the box or in the garage. I'm going to go with the 3-wood though, because it's very irresponsible, and if we get it wrong it could cause like a detrimental effect to the score, so why wouldn't you do that? Let's have a bomb with this. How much has technology in 3-woods come on really? When you start to think about this was from, I remember this from my junior days actually, a lot of people did used to have these. It's got the Aldila NV shaft in there. How much? 27.99. Ridiculous, isn't it? Because the shaft would be worth that alone. The shaft is still a kind of current relevant shaft. Head shape's delightful. Oh, stop it, what a day. What a day. You didn't even hear that off the face, did you? Just didn't hear it, and it's got like kind of that half moon crown as well, so there's no carbon or anything obviously, but that's like the same size as a golf ball, so it just fits lovely. So far, what are we at? 250 for the irons, 50 for the wedge, so call it 360, 380 quid. Driver was what? 50 quid, so that's 430 quid. Add the 7-wood in there, 13 quid. 13 quid. But then that is why I really, really enjoy this series. I love a bargain, I'm a Yorkshireman, and I just don't like kind of wasting money. There's a difference between spending money on something that's expensive but what you feel like's worth it, and wasting money, isn't there? And I think when you start to look at budget sets of golf clubs like this, we did a video the other day on a brand new set of budget golf clubs, and they were more expensive than the kind of £360 that this set would cost. And they were rubbish, they were absolutely crap. That is a waste of money. These, second hand, absolute bargain. We're bumping all over the place here, Bobby, aren't we? Not used to being in the middle of the fairway. That's a gettable flag if ever I've seen one. Done a full pirouette there, Bobby, haven't I? Look, if I do a pirouette, my knee would go, I think. 104 playing 108. I was thinking plie or demi-plie then. What's that? Is it a leg bend or a single leg bend? It's like one of them, isn't it? Yeah, oh, I think it's a leg bend, I don't know. Same, so matching shafts. Lovely grip. I'm not a fan of the blue. I was never a fan of the blue. It's actually worn off a little bit, so it's not too bad. But Andrew, you've bought a blue wedge, mate. Right, we should be able to go a little bit long here and send it back in if Andrew's wedge spins back a little bit. It'd be nice to get off the mark, because generally what happens in this series is the start of the front nine is a little bit more scoreable. As we get to the end of the back nine, it gets a little bit more brutal. So, end of the front nine. Sorry, Bobby. Be on it. Be on it and don't be long. Oh, it's frightening. Come back then. Don't go down that slope. Don't go down that slope. I think we've gotten away with that. It had to be a little bit further left, but I'll take it. How much did this cost? 46 quid. This is the one club where I feel like 46 quid is a bit much. You know, because it's got someone else's name on it. I mean, if your name's Andrew, imagine. Yeah, stamp an S on it and we've got Bobby Andrews, haven't we? It's miles away, Bobby. Say that looked like it landed in the hole, we've got about 40 feet. This is where these old ping putters do come in quite handy, because they have that really nice kind of soft, that compared to the toe that comes off absolutely dead. Right, big right to lefter. First real chance. You could, I mean, probably not really, but I'm taking that realistically. I didn't realise they were tied up. Have they been tied up the whole time? You've not told me. It's worrying. Another part, and we move on. Right, 149, playing 154, but I'm going to go 9 iron. I feel like these are going to go a long way. I might even look on Google actually what the lofts are on them, because generally it's a very important factor when you are buying golf clubs. Whoever had these, the line angle was wrong as well, because that wear mark's far too close to the toe. We should have had them a little bit more upright, but let's do this. Oh, lovely wet. I tell you what though, they were a practicer. Look at that. That is bang in the middle, isn't it? That, and I bet they could play as well, because X100 in a set of these, very interesting. I've never noticed how overhanging this tree is. Like I'm slightly worried about that now, but we'll go with it. Into the wind a bit, so it needs to be all of this 9. It is all of it. Just fade a little. Fade a bit. That should be all right, that, shouldn't it? Look how far forward the divot was compared to the tee there. I think that's probably too much, to be honest. But good strike, felt all right. Low key, I'm really annoyed at myself there, because I didn't realise how close to the ridge that was. If you could send that in, you had a really, really good chance of it being close. All I ever think about is holding ones, Bobby. I don't know why. Human nature. Sit. Feels really soft this, and there's no sight lines on it, so it's kind of like back to basics a little bit, but that's another par. We keep moving on. Next hole, potentially drivable, even with a ping G5. First time out with the G5, brings back so many memories. Everyone used to have these back in the day. They were like the forgiving driver, weren't they? Can we go over the corner? Ah, he's too far left. It's safe as houses. But it's not the most attacking drive you'll see. Decent attempt though to get up and down for birdie. That felt really, really tinny compared to modern day drivers. 9-degree titanium 460cc. It's actually got an oversized grip on it as well. So that's one thing to always bear in mind when you're buying second hand. Has it got the right grip on it that you would want? And has it got another demi-plie there, Bobby, aren't we? I don't know what that was. No idea what that was. But just make sure the grip's all right. You can always change the grips, can't you? But it's easier if they're right from the get-go. Come on, under par. Whoa! Distance-wise, that's actually done really well. It would have been too long. Would have maybe had to go for the 3-wood. I don't like how that sat there against the collar of the fairway. That looks awful, to be fair. Oh dear, can't catch a break, Bobby, can we? Just gonna have to like duff this down, aren't we now? This, I'd go square face, land it short, because you're not going to get any spin with the moist grass behind it. Short left, still fairly aerial because it's hard underground or underfoot. Underground's going to be soft, isn't it? And just try and go from there. Get that leading edge involved to the party. Like that. Go. Go. I feel like I've talked through that quite well. So the leading edge has done the damage into the moist turf, then we've hit ball, then we've hit a little bit of fairway there, so really that's something for all seasons, wasn't it? See where the divot went? I'm just turning today, aren't I? Just spinning around. I'm spinning around. We've overtaken the greenkeepers now, Bobby, so we've got the dew residue, and we have probably slightly slower greens as well, which I don't mind actually. They get them really fast here. It can be difficult. I don't mind that they're a little bit slower. I'll just leave it an inch short. Par. Idiot. I think the only reasonable logic here is all out attack, Bobby, isn't it? Stroke index 4, 350 yards. Try and get this just drawing round that tree a little bit, and hopefully leave us not a very long way in. That was the real birdie op, wasn't it? You know, we said it's easy, then it gets harder. Now we're just going to have to play it. Tell you what, this course gets tighter and tighter every year. It's the first real time in this summer we've been, isn't it? This looks like a totally different beast compared to the winter. No excuses. Yeah. Yes, please. I love golf. That's the first real shot where I feel like potentially newer equipment we would have gone a little bit further. We're in what used to be a bunker many moons ago. That's a very hard flag to get at from here, isn't it? 80 yards. So the hole's 350, what's that got? 270. Dry fairways, don't it? Do I go right of it or do I bring the bunker into play and go aerial?
Yeah, but like...
Bobby. Strike one that, Bobby. Go. Oh, we'll have a bit of that. That's what you wanted, wasn't it? That was for you, that. I didn't block it at all. Like, that's exactly where I was aiming. I was aiming 15 yards left of that. Come on, birdie time. Nice uphill putt, a little bit smoother. Released on a little bit, that, didn't it? That is absolutely god-awful. That is a god-awful stroke. I'm not blaming the putter at all. That's crap. And this is, you know what's really worrying here as well? We've had opportunities, haven't we? And I'm known to, when you pass upon the opportunities, drop a bit of a clanger. Is that negative self-talk? Yeah. Like, I'm all for feedback, but look how bad that was. It's not even close. You know, if you come from this angle here, Bobby, where I am, it's not even close, is it? Oh, good Lord. So you don't see many of these anymore. We're going to test the 3-iron out, not because I want to hit a really kind of big, high, towering shot, because I want to play a little chippy one towards that post. It does go to the left this hole, so let's just get it turning over a bit up the right side. Hopefully leave like a nice wedge in. That sounded gorgeous, didn't it? We'll have a bit of that. Bless you, Bobby. Bobby's got a cold in the summer. Bless you, Bobby. I'm poorly. I love it when a plan comes together, you know, like you actually execute a shot you say you're going to hit. I feel like I'm doing that all right today. We just need to capitalise. We're going to have a blind flag though behind that bush. 130, that's pretty much exactly what we wanted, wasn't it? Big 52, just a big Andrew. Used to work with a guy called Big Andy. He was big. He was really big, Big Andy. Take a kick. Take a kick. Please. Oh, it's long. Look at that. I mean, it's not overly long, but it's. I expected that to land like 10 short and go. I suppose actually last time we used Andrew it went long, didn't it? Bloody Andrew. Big Andy, yeah, Big Andy. Might be the last time we see Big Andy today, that I think. It's a green in reg, but it's not exactly a chance. Okay, that's run on as well, isn't it? Where's it pitched, do you reckon? That's pitched here. Took a big bounce. These are the ones I don't like. You're like, it's not really a chance, you just have to be quiet. Will the dew stop it breaking as much? It will, won't it? Sit, 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 sit. It was a lovely roll, wasn't it? It wasn't the best read again. You told me it wouldn't break as much. 5 pars in a row. 6 pars in a row. Bobby's just saying he's not used to go. We don't do this hole, do we? This is the only series in the world that will make me do this hole. 7th hole, 430 yards, all uphill, usually into the wind. Stroke index 2 somehow. Oh, come on, fairway. Then we've got par 5, par 3 finish. I don't know if that helps us or not, but stop it. Stop it, James. I never hit. Oh, it's in the rough, but big that, isn't it? I was going to say I never hit this fairway. Evidently, I do never hit this fairway, but usually it's like a lost ball and a double bogey. So, flag's back right. This green's like the hardest green in the world as well. If you go long, it's just double bogey straight away, isn't it? I love being up early and out being productive. No, show them the time, Bobby. It's not even 8 o'clock and we're productive. We're ahead of the world. 182 playing 192. 6 iron, I think. It's going to come out hot, isn't it? You don't want to go long. Just up that channel towards the green. No! Anywhere but there. Anywhere but there. Don't go long as well. Oh, that is impossible. Oh, God. That's got triple bogey written all over it, that. That was a big, horrible double cross. And you see what I mean about take your opportunities? This is going to be one of those where I have to just it into the tree. Can I say that? I'm just going to have to hit it into the tree and then hope that the canopy helps me and drops it on the green. I've done it before, but it was very much luck rather than judgment. We're just laughing at Bobby's editing prowess, aren't we, Bobby?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm laughing, because this is like the worst place in the world. I'm going to have to get Big Andy out. We said we'd never see him. Next hole is out. Do you reckon we can't hit it and spin it because we can't, the green's moist. We can't get a landing angle because of the tree. So realistically, I either smash it up into that tree and hope it just gets lucky. The bunker's the safe bet, isn't it? Or do I try and play it low into that bank at the back and just pray that the moisture, because if it stays on that bank, we're absolutely done. You go bank, right. Guys, comment below, what would you do here? Wants to be below the hole as well. Or do I just try and float it a bit? You're like, bang. My head hurts. That's on you. That's on you, that. For fun, let's see what would have happened if I'd have decided to try and float it in with a little bit more loft. I mean, it's just as terrible, really, isn't it? Oh, that's what I thought.
I thought you were going to pitch it on and roll it up the bank.
Well, that's what I tried to do, Bobby. That's what I tried to do. We can't all execute the shots that you think we can execute, all right?
Done it there.
Yeah, but I went through the tree. Oh, James. This hole, honestly, I might chip in, you're right. I might chip in. I will chip in. Hold us that, I'm going to chip in. I don't even need that. It was nowhere near this. You know, this bank's not even that steep. I don't know what I was thinking. That was neither here nor there. That was a poor effort. Cheers, mate, need that. I can't blame the clubs though. It was just a bad shot, wasn't it? And then a compound of errors. Bogey this, birdie the last, or the next. Early walk because you knew it was low again. You knew it was low again. That's a double, guys. Double bubble. Don't talk to me, Bobby. You've cost us here. It does, doesn't it? You know, there. You know what? Because right, I'm not going to dwell on it, but when you hit a good tee shot on that hole, you kind of think you're away, and you think, oh, for a worst case bogey. Right, double bogey, eagle. Do not go in that bunker, please. Oh, how lucky have I just got there? Did you see that? Yeah. Gone through them. That wasn't the best. Oh, I struck that. That there, and the face just went like that. My glove's ripped now as well. I bet that ripped on that crap 6-iron shot. Deserves to rip. Does it call out for the 7-wood? Well, the sun's coming out and everything. Does it call out for the 7-wood that we've not hit yet?
Oh yeah, you've got to hit it.
Have we got enough distance there though? Or do I send like a really sliding 3-wood around? Don't talk to me, Bobby. Every club you give me is the wrong club to hit. Was that execution, you could say? I mean, it's done really well to come out, hasn't it? Done really, really well to get out of there. It's made the birdie quite difficult though. Right, up and down from here, and then birdie the last for level. Yeah, it's 207. I think it's that 6-iron. Although that is the adjusted, it's 214 playing 207. Do I hit 5 or 6? Oh, I'm asking you.
Yeah,
I've hit it left again. I've struck it really well. The clubs feel great. The clubs feel great. Why am I making this so difficult, Bobby, today? I can hear John. You can always hear John before you can see him. And that's John. There he is. I told you can always hear him before you can see him. Got to go aerial again. I've hit a lovely drive up 7, snap hook to 6 iron, proceeded to make double. Mull, what are you doing in there? Was that for both for par? We've had an altercation with a 7 wood and a tree. That's 3 over. This could be the worst yet, actually. But I'm still enjoying myself. Not even 8:30 in the morning yet, is it? I'm loving it. I feel like we preempted this on the second hole, didn't we? When I said more playable, then gets harder. We're 3 over par. 156 playing 165 over the bunker. 8 with these clubs. It's just over that bunker as well, so it needs to be tight. Oh, be good. Be good. Oh, it's in the bunker. Oh! I've absolutely, that was the purest 8 I think I've ever hit. Just wasn't enough club, was it? It was bang on line. It wasn't close for distance. It's not even like, if it pitches in the lip, you can sort of forgive it, but it didn't. It's pitched like here. Right, we have this to avoid a double bogey, bogey, bogey finish. When I was honestly thinking that stood on that 7th tee, I'm thinking 1 or 2 under. Now we're looking like 3 or 4 over. Oh, it goes the other way at the end. Guys, that is the worst score in the Mystery Box Challenge so far. I can't blame the clubs, I'm blaming the pilot. 4 over par through 9 holes. But again, I've really enjoyed it, and you can really see just how much fun you can have with a budget set of second-hand golf clubs from the guys at Golfers for Cash. If you'd like to buy your own, the link is in the description below. See you tomorrow.